and just like that, it's over. Cassie and her ex Diddy have settled the crazy lawsuit that she filed, alleging that he engaged in human trafficking. The details of this lawsuit were really, really gross.
Perfect.
You're getting at all our 90s heroes, man. You got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now you got my man Puff Daddy.
Oh.
Puff Daddy, dog. Come on, man. Don't do my guy Puff like that. But, I mean, who knows if Puff did her like that, man. Cassie came out and had some allegations. It's a lawsuit, federal lawsuit against your man Puff Daddy.
Some serious allegations.
Let me pull up some of these.
Serious.
Let me pull up some of these allegations. This is heavy. Sean Combs is accused by Cassie of sexual assault and years of abuse in lawsuit. So yeah, it says here that Cassie, whose real name is Cassie Ventura, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Cassandra Ventura.
Yeah.
She is filing a federal lawsuit against P. Diddy with allegations that he plied her with drugs, beat her, forced her to have intercourse while he watched or filmed. And in 2018, at the end of their relationships, sexually assaulted her. Heavy allegations. Definitely heavy. Something that...
those are just a few. There's way more than that.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, for her to get the lawsuit, yeah, she definitely had to obviously try to show some evidence and the reason to get it to this point. Sean Combs is Puff Daddy's real name, P. Diddy's real name. He's denying this. His lawyer Ben Brafman said Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Mrs. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationships, which was unequivocally rejected as a blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. You said you heard of other allegations. Mm-hmm. What did you hear?
There's one, he on some Suge Knight shit hung one of her friends over a balcony of a hotel.
Puff Daddy strong enough to do that?
I mean, these are the allegations. I mean, and it didn't clarify whether it was a woman, a male, how big this person was. And so,
I didn't even think about that. I'm thinking Vanilla Ice or something. I'm like, he on the white.
There's the whole Kid Cudi situation. Like, as they were separated, okay. She got into a brief relationship with Kid Cudi. And once Diddy found out, he threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Subsequently, Kid Cudi did confirm that his car did blow up in his driveway, but he didn't say how, who, or why. He just confirmed
a car explosion
in my driveway.
That's nutty.
So Cassie says, Diddy threatened to blow up the car. So
and she put that out there. Kid Cudi has confirmed that something did happen. Not saying
that his car blew up in his driveway.
Damn.
So I mean, hey, these are very heavy.
Very heavy allegations. The same year that Diddy hit $1 billion, right? He became a billionaire this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it this year?
According to his article, it said his net worth has been estimated as high as $1 billion, and last year Forbes calculated Mr. Combs' annual earnings at $90 million. So either this year or last year.
Yeah, once I heard this story, I said, no mas. That's definitely gonna drop.
He had the Ciroc and Diego lawsuit, right? Where he was suing his the distributor for Ciroc. He gave back the publishing to a lot of his artists, and it was dropped the album that's Grammy nominated. And
he got a Grammy nomination for it?
I believe so, yeah. Best R&B album, yeah. I could be, let me confirm that. But I think he did. And so this is a smear on what...
Big smear.
Yeah.
Big, in today's times, this is this ain't... Like, if this came out, like, a decade ago, it'll be swept under the rug at some point.
He's fighting that, but probably all his career has been fighting, rumors and allegations.
Yes, but this is different. I mean, it's just different. No, it's just the times.
A relationship with her too.
Well, it's just the times, and it just seems like these types of stories, people don't just, and there's a lot of allegations. Yeah. And I mean, like Diddy's my guy. But I always thought there was something weird about their relationship. Like they were in a relationship for a very, very, very long time. And you don't see her that, and you didn't really see her that often. Like she was signed to him, but didn't put out no music. Yeah. Like it was just a lot of like weird things when you go back
at one point
and think about. It's just like it's just something weird.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that it is all true. But I would, if we did come to find out that I wouldn't be necessarily shocked, I'll say.
Back to their relationship, you're right. It did come across kind of sugar daddy-ish, right? I mean, the Young Miami one.
Not sugar daddy-ish. It was just certainly Young Miami. I mean, she openly says that.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, like
I mean, in my own opinion, I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that it came across like that. Like, yeah, she's with you, but she's not with you the same reason someone would be with like a Michael B. Jordan. She's with you because you're extremely rich. It felt like, you know what I'm saying? That's I don't know their personal relationship. She might have really been attracted to him. But it came across like that. And the thing with Diddy is like he's so eccentric and he's so. Just like there's kind of like a private life that, you know, he's out in the open, but we don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. Nor do we, well, most people I don't think care. But it's just like, it kind of like, it sounds wild, but it's also not out the realm of possibility, you know what I'm saying? At all. I remember Superhead had a book, excuse me, when she said she was, the Superhead book, she said that Exhibit took her to a party at Diddy's house. She saw like, I guess what she perceived as like, gay activity and things like that going on there. Like, yeah, there's always rumors that you're dealing with. But when you got like that combined with what your ex-girlfriend is saying, and they've been broken up for a while. So it ain't like that, you know what I mean? This was like what got her out the relationship. It does seem like some kind of rift has occurred. And she said, I wanted to say that the statute of limitations she felt was going to be almost up. So she felt like this was her time to speak her truth to protect women that went through the same thing as her. We're gonna let it play out, you know what I mean? Not in the court of public opinion, but hopefully in the court of law. Authorities said they're not pressing any charges in New York.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, or in I think Beverly Hills.
Which is why she brought a federal case. That's just my speculation.
Because she would need the states
because they knew. I mean, the state is small town, and so, like, you know, the state that they're not pressing any charges. So I think the whole federal thing was very strategic
on her part.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean, just like the Tasha K situation, you kind of hope this isn't a shakedown. You know what I'm saying? You kind of hope that this isn't like. It's a weird way.
She said she wanted $30 million.
Well, not a made up shakedown. I mean,
made up shakedown. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like if she went through that, she's
yeah.
But and I'm just playing advocate here. If you consented to it at the time, are you allowed to come back years later and be like,
yeah, because
now she is saying this SA sexual assault did occur directly from him, but some of the other allegations. I think they said like he hired sex workers or whatever so he could videotape. I'm not saying that's great, and it's actually kind of creepy and cucky, to be honest with you. But if you feel like was what you guys were doing in your relationship, that part I don't see how you can come back years later and be like, you know what I mean? I personally kind of feel like that, but that's not necessarily the way it works per se, because it still can be looked at as like a form of if you're abused, you can know what's going on. You're scared to say
you can know what's going on, but really you're abused.
They're not signed here,
right?
If you could say, yeah. And if you're being drugged, which is another one of the allegations that she has laid, like extreme, like supplied with drugs or whatever. Now, I'm not putting nothing out there. Last time I saw a picture of Cassie, she was dumb skinny. Yeah. So, I mean, if you would tell me that she had a drug problem, that wouldn't be out the realm of possibility either. And she wasn't even skinny.
Yeah.
She was dumb skinny. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's hey, I'm like the scales of justice. I do not lean this way. I don't lean that way. Let's see where justice leans and where this goes.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. And I'll say the same thing like we said with the other situation. If this is what happened, justice should get served. And if this is made up, I think justice should get served too. You shouldn't be allowed to just make stuff up about people if that's not what went down, man.
Perfect Talk is what it do, man. She got DJ Playboy. I had to interrupt this episode real quick because literally, as soon as my guy SPEC, he didn't even make it home. As soon as he left, the news hit. Breaking news, Diddy and Cassie settled their lawsuit. The decision came just one day after Cassie filed her lawsuit, the federal lawsuit in New York. The news here says that Diddy and Cassandra Cassie Ventura have reached a settlement one day after the singer filed a lawsuit against him, accusing the music mogul of sexual assault, sex trafficking, domestic violence in New York City. And there were more allegations on top of that. Smart move, I guess, on Diddy's part, because there was no way that the press that was coming out of this was going to look good. I mean, just one day deep, it was getting crazy. So I definitely think he knew that he had to move quickly in terms of damage control, because it looked like it was getting bad. The statements that they put out said, this one's from Cassie, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Her attorney said, I'm very proud of Ms. Ventura for having the strength to go public with her lawsuit. She ought to be commended for doing so. And Diddy's statement was, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love. All right, we're going to get right back to the episode, y'all. I just had to update y'all with that. Because you know we drop nothing but facts here at Perfect Talk Podcast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We real journalists. You know how we get down. Perfect Talk is what it do. It's your guy DJ Playboy holding it down for the Perfect Talk Podcast, man. Thank you so much for checking out this short clip. If you like what you see, go check out the full episodes right there. Also, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, hop in the comments, baby.